At the start of Squid Game Season 3, the remaining contestants include Hyunju, Jung-jae, and her son Young-sik, pregnant player Jun-ho, and her ex Myung-gi, Min-soo, Nam-gyu, Seon-nyo, and Dae-ho. But it doesn't take long for things to go sideways. In a violent twist, the players are split into two groups, knives and keys. The knives have to kill a key to survive, while the keys can only try to stay alive. Nam-gyu teams up with Myung-gi, even though Myung-gi promised Jun-ho he'd protect her. Jun-ho, along with Hyunju and Jung-jae, form a temporary alliance. When Jun-ho goes into labor, Jung-jae delivers the baby, and Hyunju defends them. He runs off to protect his alliance with Nam-gyu, leaving Jun-ho and Jung-jae heartbroken. Gi-hun, now on the knife team, spirals into a dark place. Haunted by the failure of his rebellion, he blames Dae-ho for not returning with weapons, and eventually kills him in a rage. Seon-nyo meets her end at the hands of Min-soo, who's tripping on drugs and mistakes her for Nam-gyu. Min-soo's vision is warped, and the game keeps messing with his head. As time runs out, Jung-jae and Jun-ho try to escape, but are found by Young-sik, who hasn't killed anyone yet. Jung-jae begs her son to kill her instead of Jun-ho, but when he hesitates, she ends up stabbing him with a hairpin to protect Jun-ho. Back at the dorms, she makes Gi-hun promise to protect the baby and Jun-ho before taking her own life, overwhelmed by guilt.
제발 오지 마세요, 아저씨.
In round 5, the players face a deadly jump rope game across a narrow, sky-high walkway. Gi-hun crosses first with the baby, but when he turns back for Jun-ho, she chooses to jump to her death. Her baby is now player 222. In episode 4, the frontman finally reveals himself to Gi-hun. He pulls Gi-hun into his office, gives him a knife, and tells him to kill the other contestants in their sleep. If he does, he and the baby can end the game and split the money. He's trying to drag Gi-hun down to his level, but Gi-hun refuses, showing that people can choose differently. The final round is all about survival and sacrifice. Players must climb across 3 giant towers, killing someone at each level to move forward. Gi-hun and the baby are at a disadvantage against the remaining players. Min-soo is pushed to his death by Myung-gi. The next round is chaos, as players turn on each other, and only a handful make it to the last tower. Gi-hun, Myung-gi, the baby, player 100, and player 039. Myung-gi kills again, and 039 ends himself by jumping off. It's just Gi-hun, Myung-gi, and the baby. They fight, and Myung-gi falls to his death. Since they started the final round properly, Myung-gi's death doesn't count. That leaves Gi-hun with an impossible choice: kill the baby to win or sacrifice himself. He chooses to die. His sacrifice means the baby wins as player 222.
정배 씨는 유감입니다.